Hi and welcome to this easy Joomla guide tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to talk through adding and managing media. We're going to walk you through the media manager. We're going to upload images to your media manager, and I'm going to walk through the various ways of inserting images into your articles. You can also use Joomla to host video files, but in most cases you'll really want to upload that video to a service like Vimeo or YouTube and use their embed code to place it in your articles. That's because video content is quite heavy. It's going to take up a lot of space on your server, and it may not play as quickly as if you use a service like YouTube or Vimeo. If you run a service where you're creating videos yourself and you want to protect those from the public, you want to have them within like a membership system, then that's a different story and you need a specific video solution to do that. So let's get started. The Media Manager is located underneath Content, Media. This is the management area for all of your media. In here we can create new folders which are useful to categorize and organize your images. So typically I'll have a folder for, say, blog, one for news, and maybe some subfolders off that as appropriate. In here you can also delete images. So you can select it like that. You can delete folders, or you can select multiple folders and delete them. There are two types of view. The default view is this, the thumbnail view. The other view is detail. And again, in this one, there's a delete option over here. But this option also shows you the dimensions when you're looking at actual images and the file size, and that can be quite useful. The other useful thing to know here is this options button. And that brings you to the global options for managing media in Joomla. And there's two items in here I'm going to show you. The legal extensions, that's a list of the legal file types that you can upload in this system. Most of you won't need to change these or add to them, but if you're having trouble uploading a file, that's one reason why it may not be uploading. The other reason why a file may not be uploading is if it is larger than the limits defined in the system. The default maximum size to upload within Joomla is 10 megabytes. That can be changed here. Now that is also a size that is defined in your PHP version by your hosting company. That's located in your php.ini file if you are on a dedicated server. If you don't know what that means, it's probably managed by your hosting company in a control panel, or you may need to open a ticket with your hosting company to change the maximum uploadable file size. So to upload an image in this place, we press the upload button, and that creates a new area here. And then it's just like uploading in any web-based system. Choose a file, let's go to our downloads. See what I got here, Apple Images, and I have a small image here to upload. And that image has uploaded just fine into our images directory. To get images for use on your website, there's a very useful service. It's called, appropriately enough, freeimages.com, and the license here for each of the files is usually pretty open. When you click through to a particular file, the license is located down here. Freeimage's own content license is very unrestrictive. You can read the full thing in the footer. But this is a very good location for free stock images. So now I'm going to go through a content item, an article, and we're going to look about the ways we can add images to a content item. Within any individual article, there are a few ways we can add images. The Images and Links tab provides two types of images that we can add, an intro image and a full article image. To add an intro image, we can hit select, and that will bring us to the Media Manager. So these are the folders that we saw in the Media Manager. Now we can use one of the images here. We can navigate down to an image and use that. And all it's doing is filling in the correct image URL here, which it's going to use when it writes the code for that image. What we can also do here, if we don't have it already uploaded, we can upload a file, which is just like the previous thing we saw with uploading a file. That'll put that file into whatever folder we're already navigated into. So if you want to upload a file here, navigate into the folder that you want it to be uploaded to before you upload it. I'm going to go ahead and use the maple image for this. And when you're done, hit insert. And that's that image set there. The image float option determines the placement of the image on the page. That can either be left or right. The default is going to be left, and I'm going to leave it at that. The alt text or alternative text is the text that appears when you mouse over the image. So I'll place something in here. The caption is a piece of text that can be set to appear underneath the image. So if you do have to write an attribution for an image, that's a good place to put that. Next, I'm going to put an image into the full article image, and I'm going to use a different image there so I can show you the difference when we look at it on the front end. I'll use this Apple image. And these are the same as these ones up here. So I'm going to press save on that. So that's the article saved. Now this Apple's article is visible on the front page via this news item. The maple image, the intro image, is displayed here when we're looking at multiple items on a single page. So this is an intro version, an intro view of that article. If we had to read more on this article, it would cut it off, for example, here, but this image would still be visible. When we go through to the full article here, that's where we'll see the other item, the full article image. This is the intro image, the maple. This is the full image, the actual apples. So when we're looking at the page with just the Apple article on it, the entire article, that's when the full image is displayed. So at any single point in your article, you might like to add an image, not necessarily up the top or not necessarily in the introduction. So I'm going to add an image right down the bottom here, and I'll make it center aligned. So on your editor here, there will be a button. It may not look exactly like this if you're using a different editor, but there'll be a button to insert an image. And that will bring us to the Media Manager, and from here I can select an image just like previously and insert that image. Now we can save this article and see what it looks like on the front end. And there it is. So for example, if you wanted to align that to the center or the right, we can do that just like any of the other parts of the content. Center align, right align. Let's make it center. And there we have it. Similarly, you can make this link through to something, make it clickable, using the insert edit link, just like you would for linking a piece of text, for example. So that's today's tutorial. We've shown you the Media Manager, the options for the allowed file types and where the maximum size might be changed, how to manage media, deleting it, creating categories, and various ways of inserting images into your articles. Thank you for watching this easy Joomla guide tutorial.